All right. Hello, everyone. We're live. I'm just going to make sure that this is sharing like it's supposed to. All right. It is. I'm just going to change the privacy real quick. When you jump on, tell us hello. Tell us where you're coming from. I'm just getting the behind the scenes real quick to make sure that it is showing people that I want it to show it to. There we go. All right. All right. So thank you all for tuning in. I wanted to, as you have seen my broadcast or not, I am sharing some of my friends' awesome testimonies with CBD. And today I have a good friend. Her name is Brooke, and she is actually a team member with us. And she is a 50K affiliate, right?
Yes.
50K from Nashville. And I wanted to have her on so she could share a little bit of her testimony with you. So thank you for joining me today, Brooke.
Hi, Megan. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to share a little piece of my story.
Yes, you have a powerful one. So the first question is, what are some of the reasons that you kind of started taking CBD?
So, personally, I first started taking CBD because I had a lot of mommy moods going on. I was experiencing a lot of sadness. My mom actually had just passed away about 4 months before I discovered CBD. And I just actually found myself really, really having a hard time caring for my kids. My patience seemed to be non existent at that point. And that's definitely the reason that I decided to give it a try.
Yes, I think any mom can relate to the mommy moods.
Hmm.
That's one of the reasons I started because I have two, and then we decided, hey, let's bring them home and homeschool. That's a good idea. And so they were full force acting up. So, how long have you been taking CBD?
I have been taking CBD. It will actually be 3 years in July, I think.
That is awesome. So you've been on it for a while.
Yes. And I have been so consistent too.
Good.
Very.
So, have you ever tried any other CBDs
I
besides
have.
yours?
Yeah, so a little bit about my story. I was actually introduced to CBD oil by my son's functional medicine practitioner. And it was a blessing because I was able to be educated by a doctor about CBD and the benefits because I definitely had a stigma. I was scared. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was going to get me high. I didn't really understand. And of course, he was able to explain. He's like, no, you could drink this whole bottle and you would not be high. Like, this is hemp, there's basically no THC. And so that reassured me. But yes, the first CBD I ever tried was actually nano enhanced. And I had no idea, about CBDs at that time. And I had no idea what to look for. And it worked. And this is the best way I know to describe it. It worked very quickly, but it exited my body super fast. Actually, so fast that I was using a whole bottle a week. I literally went
Oh my
through
goodness.
a bottle. It was like a $90 bottle of CBD every week. And my husband was,
I can
when
imagine.
my husband was not excited about this, but he was gone. And I was like, look, I don't have a choice. I need this. This stuff is helping me. I need this stuff. And he was like, $400 a month.
Oh my God.
And I was like, it's working though. And it did work, but because it has that, synthetic ability to work so quickly, it also exits so quickly. So, yeah, I took a whole bottle every week. And so when people ask me about CBD and they may mention either water soluble or nano enhanced, what I tell them from my own experience is it goes in and it goes out, you
Yeah.
know? And so now I know that just a pure oil is superior, by far the best thing you can get. But definitely it was a learning process.
Oh my God. An expensive one, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So what after being on it for 3 years, what strength of oil are you using now?
So the awesome thing is I'm able to use the 500 milligram. My favorite oil is the 500 milligram in cinnamon. And anxiousness is probably my main thing that I deal with. And for me to taking it 3 times a day is perfect. So some people call it micro dosing, but I
Yeah.
take small amounts. When I was pregnant, it was a complete miracle for all my ailments. And what helped me the most was to be able to do what you call micro dosing. So I would just take very small amounts all day long, sometimes up to 6 or 7 times through the day when I was pregnant. But because I would have a headache or maybe I was feeling nausea coming on, because that's something I dealt with a lot, so I could just take a little bit and it would just stay in my system very steadily, and it worked. It was amazing.
That's awesome. I'm the same way. I've been on it for 3 years now. And when I first started, I needed the 750 to kind of get my body going,
Yeah.
get it going. But now I can just maintenance and manage with the small frequencies of 500 throughout the day. So um, how how I don't know why that reposted, but so I actually have a question. So with that, it's not in your. This is a question not on the list. Sorry, but I always get a question, and people ask, does your body build up a tolerance? Have you noticed like it stopped working or anything like that? For me,
No.
no, it's been working.
No, and I haven't talked about my son yet, but I think he's the best way to explain this. So, no. So here's the thing about CBD. Once you find your perfect serving, that's really your perfect serving. Now, if you have things going on extra, so say you broke your arm, because my son just broke his arm, or, you're detoxing. We do a lot of detoxing. My son's special needs. And when
Yeah.
we are detoxing him, we see more ailments, so we see more things happening. So when he is going through harder times, I will give him a little bit more CBD. I don't necessarily go up on the strength. Sometimes I do. He did start at 500 and now we give him 750, but it's very much because he's gotten older. He's been taking it for 3 years also. So, and he's
He's
gotten
grown.
bigger. Hmm. But now, he stays with the same serving all the time, unless we're facing something out of the ordinary. So
Yeah.
maybe you have an injury, or, maybe you are detoxing and you're seeing more ailments with your body. Then I do a lot of microdosing with him too. It's not necessarily that I give him a large amount, I just do it more often, which I've been doing right now to help control swelling and all that for his break. So, yeah, and it's been wonderful. May I add, that is all he has had the entire time.
Wow.
He did have one Motrin. That's it. And that was at the ER. But that's all we've been doing is the CBD and homeopathy, and he's doing wonderful. Yeah. So when people ask me that, I'm like, once you find your perfect serving, stick with it.
Yes.
You're good. If you have something go on, maybe you have a loss of a family member and you feel super terrible for a long time and it kind of cycles you into a really low place, then yes, you may need a little bit more. But if you're just, continuing and you're feeling you're in your homeostasis, then you're basically just going to stay with that same dose or serving.
Yes, thank you for sharing. So we have a lot of different products, and I know it's hard to pick just one, but what would your favorite product be and why?
Well, if I had to pick just one, and it's not actually the one that's well, yeah, it's my favorite too, but it's my favorite because it's my favorite for Robbie and it's my favorite for nearly everyone, and that's going to be the 750 milligram in natural flavor. And that is because 9 times out of 10, I know that I can recommend that milligram and that just pure natural flavor CBD, and that is going to be a miracle for whoever uses it. And I could use it too. Anybody could use it. You would just, like myself, I would just use less of it. But completely. So 750 in natural flavor for sure. It's just pure hemp oil and cannabinoids.
Yes. So, what is one of the reasons you love HempWorks and the HempWorks difference? I know you said you tried other products, of course, saving money, but what is one thing that you love about the difference in our products and our brand?
Well, I think I basically just said it, but it's going to be the purity. It's going to be that this oil is pure. I look at CBD oils all day long. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and it is just mind blowing what people put into CBDs.
I know.
And, when it comes down to it, it's just like eating. When you get to just the basics and the natural and the whole foods, it's the same with CBD. You want it to be very simple, very basic, very natural.
Yes.
So hemp oil and cannabinoids, that's all you want. So definitely for me, it's going to be the purity of the product.
Awesome. And so we've both been in this industry for a little bit of time. So I'm sure you get hear all sorts of myths just like I do. What is one like crazy myth that you've heard about CBD that you want people to know like that is a myth?
Um, well, there are so many,
I
but
know.
just off at the top of my head, the latest one is that all CBDs are equal. You know,
Oh,
I mean, it's a big problem
it
because everybody's got the word now that, CBD can help so many people with so many different ailments, but people are believing this myth that you can just buy CBD anywhere. And, I'm even seeing CBD at the Dollar General, and I'm
Oh,
like, whoa. Like,
oh,
and the best thing that I can say is think of it like you think of your food. You know, would you buy your salads there? Like, when you're buying your food, hopefully you're trying to look for very nutritious, organic, natural foods. Same thing with CBD. They are not created equal. Make sure you see third party lab testing. That is huge, and that's something that I absolutely love about our product is that we've got the barcode on the bottle. You can actually scan it and see the third party testing. You can see exactly what's in this oil and you can know that it's legit. So, yeah,
yes.
definitely the quality and that not all CBDs are equal.
I 100% agree. The CBD has become so mainstream right now, and you can find it literally anywhere. And the biggest thing is, I really think of it like you should be able to have a mini consultation with somebody before buying it. You should be able to ask questions. You should be able to find out like what's the right product for you, the right milligram for you, the right everything for you before buying. And if you're asking these questions or looking for
Mm-hmm.
you can't find it, it's probably not the great place to buy it.
Oh, absolutely.
Is there anything else that you want to share?
I would just encourage everyone to try CBD. And the reason that I actually tried HempWorks, actually, I jumped all in and went into the business as an executive because I had tried CBD before and I knew CBD was life changing. I knew that it was a miracle and it could help so many people. So I wanted to see if, this company was as amazing as they were saying. And what really got me to try it was the money back guarantee. And now we have a 60-day empty bottle money back guarantee, which, I mean, that's a no-brainer for me. I mean, you should try it. You have absolutely nothing to lose. It gives you a full 60 days to try our products. And, that is exactly enough time to know that, yes, this is going to work for me.
Exactly, exactly. Well, thank you so much for sharing it today with us, Brooke. And
You're
if you have any
welcome.
questions, please feel free to reach out to one of us. We both are knowledgeable. If you're wanting to have that mini consultation, we are willing to have that with you. So thank you so much for sharing, and we will catch y'all next time, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Megan.
Bye.